In this video I want to talk about Robert Morse. Robert calls himself a doctor, but he's not really. He's a fraud who makes his money selling herbs to people who are ill. I've seen a few reviews of Robert Morse, but there's nothing really critical, and some of the supposedly impartial information out there is obviously just more marketing he's paid for. Let's start with his qualifications. Robert claims to be a doctor of naturopathy, and says that he studied at the Southern School of Naturopathy. In 2005, this school was sued for fraud by the state of Arkansas, where it was revealed that their doctorate degree was just a 2-week course. Robert also claims doctorate degrees in biochemistry and naturopathy from Brantridge Forest School in Sussex, England. Brantridge Forest School was a notorious diploma mill, and when a law was passed banning the practice of selling doctorates in the UK, the owner of this school, Bruce Copen, was personally criticised in Parliament. Robert also claims a diploma from the School of Fitness and Nutrition. An advert for this course appeared in the Weekly World News of 1995, along with a range of other courses including Be a Gun Expert and Learn Floral Design. I don't think any reasonable person can look at this evidence and still believe that these doctorate degrees are genuine, but these claimed qualifications clearly matter to him, and he often calls himself a doctoral biochemist in his videos. These qualifications also matter to his followers, and they bestow upon him respect and authority that he simply doesn't deserve.
If for some reason you have not heard of Dr. Morse, check him out on YouTube. Dr. Morse is a naturopath, doctor, certified iridologist, master herbalist, biochemist.
So he is a naturopathic doctor with an incredible history in studying biochemistry and the human body and just, anatomy and all that stuff. And he knows the human body so well, and he describes it really well. And he has a ton of videos
Robert's YouTube videos are long and tedious. I've watched many hours of them whilst preparing this. Almost all of his content follows a very simple formula. Firstly, Robert reads a tragic letter from someone who needs medical help. Robert diagnoses the problem as a lymphatic issue.
I wonder what's going on with her. If she's got inflammation / acidosis in the bladder wall, what's going on? What ain't moving? The lymph system, absolutely. Scar tissue and cysts, and you just have to clean out those lungs. Acids. It isn't the blood that's the problem, right? Nope, it's the lymph. So I would take off after that lymph. Always go after that lymph. Kidneys, adrenals, lymph. Well, but this is, I just don't like it. You're 24 years young, and I don't like that at all. And it just shows you how bad your lymphatic system is. And you just have to work on your kidneys and lymphatic system and ride whatever it takes you down the road, because I don't know anything else.
Robert tries to sell the person his own herbs and tells them to eat fruit. Because Robert isn't a real doctor, he can't run any tests or scans. He can't refer people to a hospital or specialist. So it's out of both ignorance and convenience that he only diagnoses one illness and prescribes one treatment. Because Robert isn't a real doctor, he is never confused by a patient's symptoms, and he never has to tell anyone that they won't get better. Because Robert isn't a real doctor, he places the responsibility of healing in the hands of the patient. He never makes mistakes, and when patients die, I'm sure they do, he can blame them for not eating enough fruit or buying the right herbs. Robert often makes references in his videos to being under attack by the FDA. I suspect that's why his website is run as a private membership group. He also mentions angry individuals emailing and criticising him. These might well be bereaved relatives. His herbal products will likely cost a typical user thousands of dollars, and his unqualified medical advice endangers the lives of people who trust him. For the committed follower of Robert Morse, this video will fall on deaf ears. For people who are yet to buy into Robert Morse, all I can say is that he is addicted to ignorance. I could fill hours of content criticising his scientific understanding and treatment methods. For example, Robert doesn't think the heart pumps blood. In his book he claims that the lungs provide the pressure. Robert conducts consultations with his patients via out-of-body experience. I don't know how much he charges for a consultation where both the patient and doctor are asleep. I hope it's a bargain price. If you've had any experience of Robert Morse, I'd like to hear about it in the comments. I'm particularly interested in hearing from people who aren't devotees of his detox cult. Many thanks to Jonas Sunshine Calawat, who conducted research into Robert Morse's education. I'll put a link to this in the description.
You know, if you want to call me a liar, my friend, get off of my site. I can just tell you that right now. I don't deal well with your kind of people. If you're going to call me these sort of things, get off of my site and go play on someone else's site, or we'll block you. I don't like blocking people, but you know, when you start calling this sort of thing like this, I don't know who you are or who you think you are, but this information obviously isn't good enough for you. Lying about my education, you know, sometimes people like you disgust me. Gosh, I don't think it's arrogant, naive, or immature to point out that someone is lying about their education. Not lying about my education, it's what I got. You want to see the degree on the wall? Lying about a doctorate degree is a terrible thing to do. I'm all about peace, love, vitality, not labeling things as black and white. You a troublemaker, are you, man? You like that?